I'm going to make Tadka Dal, and Tadka Dal actually means lentils with a scented oil float. So we're going to make the Tadka section later, which is the oil float, and we're actually going to make the lentils first, and we need to boil those up. So I'm going to use yellow lentils, and you can buy yellow lentils in the supermarket, and they're sometimes called yellow split peas. So you need to wash them in several changes of water, and then pop them into a pan with some water. About 1 litre is fine for about 4 people. But as it's boiling, if you just add more water as you need it when it starts boiling down. And to that pan, we're going to add some turmeric, which is the yellow spice. Only a little bit of turmeric because it's a very, very bitter spice. It's actually got fantastic healing properties. And if you actually have any cuts on your body, if you just rub a bit of turmeric on your cut, then it stops the bleeding straight away. And also to that, we're going to add Patak's balti paste. So this is going to be a medium to hot dish. So we're going to add half our paste now, and we'll add half later when we make our Tadka. Give it a stir. Just pop a lid on and then just leave that to cook for about half an hour. While the lentils are cooking, you want to make your Tadka, which is the oil section. The first thing you have to do is actually add whatever fat you're going to use. So I'm going to use ghee, which is clarified butter, or you can use oil, vegetable oil is fine. Don't use olive oil is a little bit too strong for this dish. And to your ghee, while that's heating up, if you just add 1 garlic clove, and also the remaining paste. So we used half a tablespoon of paste in the beginning. We're going to use the other half of the balti paste now. Give that a stir. And because we've added paste and spices are very delicate, I just want to put in a sprinkling of water just to protect my spices. When the oil is separated away from the spices, which is usually after about a minute or 2 minutes, we add in our chopped tomatoes. You can use cherry tomatoes, you can use tin chopped tomatoes, and you don't need very many, maybe just 1 tomato is plenty to serve 4 people. Give that a stir, and then just leave that to coat in the spices nicely just for about 2 minutes time to break down the tomatoes. Check the lentils are actually cooked through. They should be soft and mushy and completely broken down. And then all you do is pour in your oil float. This is why it's called Tadka Dal, just for this process. And all we need to do now is season it. So we're going to season it with salt. Now there is already salt in the paste, so you don't need to add too much, and you can always add more later. I'm also going to season with sugar. Because I've added tomatoes, and tomatoes are a little bit acidic, if you add a little bit of sugar, it takes that edge off. And a lemon. If you add half a lemon in now, you can always add half in later. And also plenty of fresh coriander. Coriander is the nation's favourite herb in India, so add as much as you want. I love coriander, so I'm going to add loads. Give it a good stir. And I'm going to serve this with some plain boiled rice and some lentils. Finally garnish with just some whole leaf coriander. Simple, that's Tadka Dal served with plain basmati rice.